Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Today, going to be a very special bonus HyperONE cheese compilation for those of you who like cheese. And if you clicked on this, I know you like cheese. Alright, so game 1 is going to be between Haley and HyperONE. Bottom left, it's going to be a red Terran Haley, and in the top right, it's going to be a blue Terran. It is HyperONE. He has his own clan. He's got his own YouTube channel. I'll put a link to it in the description here. If you like cheese, if you like weird builds, then follow and subscribe to HyperONE. Alright, so we're going to be keeping score here. It's going to be HyperONE in a bunch of cheese games, and I feel like HyperONE is not always going to be the cheeser here today, because he's building a barracks inside his own main base, and Haley is proxying a barracks, and maybe 2 barracks, based on the SCV movement here today. So we're going to, again, keep score here. And let's see here. Is there a best of 9? Yes, there is. Okay, so we have 9 replays here for you today. HyperONE gathered them up and said, if I pay you a fee, will you cast them? And I said, yes. Yes, indeed. So the offer is open to anybody else. Just DM me on Discord. There's a link to the Discord server in the description. And are we going to do a proxy factory? Maybe it's going to be a double cheese. Oh, double gas. No expansion. Going to be proxying a Thor, maybe? A Thor drop, HyperONE. Alright, so proxy factory coming up. Barracks, barracks, barracks against a 3 racks opening. I think this is a build order loss, HyperONE. There will be so many Reapers at your doorstep here in just a couple of minutes. And all of your SCVs will die, and then you won't have enough money for a Thor. Or maybe a Cyclone? Kind of feel like it's a Thor here. So, Reaper showing up. Reaper on the way from HyperONE. This is a proxy timing Reaper, so HyperONE should have a little bit of an alarm bell going off in his head. 3 Reapers more on the way here. Bam! Ah-ha-ha! Oh boy. So, pulling the SCVs. How good is Haley's Reaper control? Bam! KD8 charge, and another KD8 charge, and healing up, healing up, healing up, healing up. Oh, man. Yeah, I think he's going to do a Thor drop here, as long as he has enough resources to do so. Ow. Ow. Do not get surrounded, Reapers. Okay. There is so much DPS right now. Ugh, goodbye, Marine. Goodbye, SCV building a bunker. Bam! KD8 charge doing explosive damage and AoE damage. And I think this is just a build order loss, like I said. And GG, Haley wins game number 1. So it's a 1-0 lead for the opponents versus HyperONE. Again, it's a build order loss. Proxy and Reapers versus trying to proxy a Thor. So that is game 1 on Altitude. All right, so we've already had something pretty zany happening. We're going to go to game number 2 now. Game number 2 is here on Altitude again. It's going to be top right HyperONE, Terran, bottom left a Protoss, Shifty. So again, HyperONE is not always going to be the cheeser, but he could be. So let's see if HyperONE cheeses every single game in this best of 9. And again, it's going to be Altitude, a nice snowy map here. So this is going to be a scouting probe, maybe? There's not much difference between a scouting probe timing and a proxy probe timing. Gateway opening here from Shifty, not a Nexus first, and HyperONE is pretty much doing a straight Reaper expand timing based on that gas. So, alright, so not cannon rushing, not proxying. Who is going to be the cheeser here? Zap, zap. Probe harass does not count as cheese, at least not in my book. Zippity zap, zap, zap. Zap indeed. How are things going in your neck of the woods? Things are good here. The Falcon Paladin household. The kids are out of school. They are enjoying their late bedtimes on school nights or non-school nights, as it were. Having fun playing Tears of the Kingdom on their Switch. And, you know, just building weapons of war, building war machines that violate the Geneva Convention standards, as everybody else does in Tears of the Kingdom. Double gas, no expand, and again, trying a Thor drop. Okay, so if at first you don't succeed, try again. We've got a cybernetics core, we got an expansion here on the way. Cybernetics core before expansion, just playing this very, very safe, and oh my gosh. Getting scouted by a probe. This is not going very well for HyperONE today, is it? Holy smokes, that was unfortunate for HyperONE. So, alright man, so double factory being thrown down inside the main base here from HyperONE. Expansion warping in. We've got a stalker on the way here from Shifty. We've got a second gas on the way. And bam, the probe died before it could zap Mr. SCV to death. Again, we got Steve the SCV shirts at falconpaladin.store. Check it out. As well as Robert the Zealot shirts. And mugs, too. Robert the Zealot's on a mug, and Terry the Overlord stuff is available at falconpaladin.store. Check it out. We'll ship anywhere. Anywheres on Earth. Twilight Council opening from Shifty. Intriguing. Gonna go for Blink, maybe? Dunno. Factory swaps over to the reactor. Interesting. Widow Mines, maybe? It is. It's Widow Mine opening. And then a tech lab on this factory, and this barracks is floating. So, oh boy, this is bad, though. There's only one Marine out, and the Stalker's going to be like, oh, there's one Marine? I can kill one Marine. Cool, so let's do that. Zap, Marine dead, and there's nothing else, huh? That's cool. Calling down a supply drop to give this supply depot no real advantage. Ow. All right, Widow Mine. Widow Mine wins that battle because it will one-shot Stalkers, as we obviously see there. It is Blink. It is additional gateways being tossed down here from Shifty. What do we get? HyperONE is going to go for a Widow Mine drop. I don't know. He's got a Cyclone. He's got Widow Mines. Oh, another Stalker down. Okay. HyperONE, the game didn't open particularly well for him, but I think we're doing a little bit better now. Not going to complain too much about it. Chrono boosting out Blink. Getting detection would be super hot. There's the robotics facility. Recognizing the threat that there is here. Magfield Accelerator on the way. Armory already done. So these are Burrow and Invisible permanently Widow Mines. Okay, Stalker's trying to prevent anyone from getting up this ramp, but the Cyclone says, oh really? Look at this barracks providing high ground vision too. That's actually pretty awesome. So that's a dead Stalker. Cyclone going to take some bad damage too, though. Stalker, don't wander down too far. There are Widow Mines down here. He recognizes that. More Stalkers coming up. Shield batteries here too, recognizing the strength of an attack like this. SCV's repairing. Okay. Repairing up real good here. Actually repairing the barracks, because that's providing that high ground vision, right? Burrow the Widow Mine. Gets it burrowed. Okay. And repairing it even. These two Widow Mines slowly burrowing up. Lock on a shield battery. Two Cyclones here. Army value is 21 to 15 as more Stalkers warp in from Shifty. I don't know if this is going to work out for our guy HyperONE in Game 2 here. He's already shown he's willing to send in losses over the course of this channel. Ooh! But depowering both shield batteries is pretty friggin' sweet. Ah, the Widow Mines continue to just slowly advance here. Slowly advancing. Shield battery snipe. This is pretty aggressive stuff. Widow Mine gets killed. Okay. There's an observer around here somewhere providing detection, because that was a burrowed Widow Mine that was taking shots. Widow Mines connect in. And, oh, blinking away from the Widow Mine as it burrows in here. Widow Mine taking out a probe. Okay, this is the weirdest push. My gosh. All right, so Stalker dead. Cyclone control here from HyperONE. Pretty fantastic, honestly. This second base of Shifty might have to just be straight up abandoned to these Cyclones. Yeah, no shield battery for you. Just using basic attacks on the probes because it doesn't really matter if you're using the lock-on ability here. Where is there not an OBS? Ow. Did the OBS die? The OBS might have died. Ugh. Widowmine's connecting. Stalker's dead. I don't know if you were supposed to go down there, Stalker guy. It's 30-7 total army supply. And that's it, man. I think Shifty is done. New OBS comes out. Widowmine's getting picked off, but Immortal dead. Good snipe on that OBS. Zealots. Oh gosh, they're going to take a Widowmine hit right here. No. Yes, actually. Okay. Ow. Dead. Army value 27-11. More Stalkers have warped in. This is so scrappy. Widowmine. Ah, Drilling Claws would have been really nice there. Like, really nice there. Lock on. Nice blink, but both Stalkers die. One of the Cyclones goes down. Widowmine gets picked out of the ground here. New OBS has shown up, but gets killed by Cyclone. 21-9 army value. No mining going on in Shifty's second base at all. Shield batteries dying. Widowmine's burrowing up here. Gosh. And bam, dead Stalker. Not able to... God, another... That was a blink dodge. I was going to say not able to blink dodge, but actually kind of able to blink dodge. Not bad. Second base getting absolutely sniped here. Yeah, I think HyperONE has this. Army value's big. Income is about the same. Losing that second base totally sucks. Observer in observation mode here from Shifty. Is there enough by way of Terran to get up this ramp? Trying to repair. Golly, bring in Widowmines for that repair. Or SCVs for that repair on that Widowmine. Widowmine gets a shot off. But also, Widowmines are dying. Cyclone. Stalker down, Stalker down, Stalker down. OBS down. A 20-8 army supply. Another OBS down. But surprise, there aren't actually any more Widowmines over here at all. It's just been Cyclones for the most part. The repair here on these Cyclones is pretty good, but another Cyclone goes down. But the Stalkers are dying. This is so chaotic right now, but I think HyperONE's got this one. Army value just continues to be way too high. Pulling the probes. Income is plummeting right now for Shifty. Ugh. Oh, another Cyclone does die there. Another Cyclone shows up to replace the one that died. Widowmines are going to connect all over those probes. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh, no. All right. Okay. 20-14 workers. Some of those SCVs for HyperONE over here, but he does have a worker advantage. Shifty continuing to warp in Stalkers with a meager amount of cash that he has left. But that's it. He rage quits. No, it's a good game. Good game, well played. Just kidding. And HyperONE wins it. So he ties up our best of series here. 1-1. Acquitting himself very well. That was very stressful, I'm sure, for him. But he did get the win. APM on average. 285 for HyperONE. 161. Not bad, dude. Yeah, pretty fast play here. I guess when you're microing as hard as he was, it makes a lot of sense. Resources lost 8,000 and about 4,000 there. So double the cost effectiveness for HyperONE. And nice. So that's game 2 of our best of 9. My goodness, just absolute non-stop aggression gets the win. Let's see what game 3 has in store for us. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Game 3, new map, Royal Blood. Top right, going to be Haley. Bottom right, going to be HyperONE. Haley is back. It's another TVT. Is Haley going to cheese HyperONE again? I kind of feel like they are. So, HyperONE needs to expect cheese unless this game was played before the first game. I kind of feel like these are in chronological order, maybe? And HyperONE is going to cheese them right back. So, it's going to be a single proxy rack. So, maybe a dual proxy racks versus another duo proxy racks. So, maybe a triple proxy racks here from HyperONE. All right, man. So this is going to be a double cheese. Who cheeses the cheesers? The cheesers do it. So gas coming up here from Haley. No gas here from HyperONE. So it's going to be a triple proxy racks with Marines versus a double proxy racks featuring Reapers. Okay, so I kind of again feel like this is a build order loss from HyperONE, but I don't know. Maybe he has a trick up his sleeve, so we will check it out here. Chunk, chunk, chunk. We got 3 barracks. We got 2 barracks from Haley. And a 3rd barracks. Okay, so it's going to be a 3 racks Reaper versus a 3 racks Marine play. Marines can shoot up, so that's an advantage that HyperONE has here in this situation. Reapers cannot. Wow, okay. So we're landing a barracks inside the main base just in case they've walled this off, but nope. Not walled off at all, but just better safe than sorry here. Okay, Reapers on the way. Wow, okay. So floating all of the barracks. 1, 2, 3, 4 racks versus a 3 racks here today. And again, it's going to be Reapers versus Marines at some point. Proxy Reaper timing. Pow, pow. Hitting the orbital command with your first strike. Not a good start, but killing an SCV. There we go. Very, very good. Hey, Mr. Other Reaper. Wait, what? Did Haley scout this? Why are we coming home? I call hacks. I call shenanigans. Why would you send your Reapers home? Other than maybe he saw a Marine poke his head out? Ow. Ow. Alright, man. Ow. Reaper died, but also Marine's dying too. Okay. Alright. SCV is getting pulled off the line. HyperONE is up 16 to 10 total workers here. Maybe throw up a bunker here. There is one to fall back to, but it's not really protecting your mineral line, is it? Oh, gosh. Alright, alright. This is tight. This is really tight here. So 4 more Marines pop from HyperONE. He's making 4 more. Nice stutter step action here. Really well executed. Getting KD8 charged into the direction of the Reapers is actually good. Oh! Knocking that Reaper into the range of the Marines was not... Okay, so that's it. Suicide! 10 HyperONE! He wins that one. He didn't even have to shoot up. I thought for sure it would come down to a shooting up situation. Okay, real quick though, I gotta know why Haley pulled those Reapers home, because I cannot see a single reason why those Reapers would go home. Okay, so we're just gonna go onto Haley's camera here. La la. La la la. Nope, that's HyperONE's camera. My bad. Haley's camera here comes back. Pokes head up. I guess the fact that Haley didn't see anything in HyperONE's base, right? There were no barracks in here, indicates maybe indicates that that's why there was... Yeah, okay. Indicates a proxy, and that's why Haley come home. Okay, fair enough. That makes perfect sense. I can live with that. And besides, if Haley was map hacking, it probably would have come down and shut this down earlier, right? So yeah, I don't think so. Let's see how this ends up on resources lost. I'm just curious here as HyperONE gets a 2 next to his name. Bam. So it's 500 to 1,000 resources lost. So 2 to 1 on the effectiveness there, cost effectiveness of that build from HyperONE. So nicely done. All right, nice. Let's see if HyperONE can keep this ball rolling. Stick with it. Neo-Humanity, top left, North Star, Terran, bottom right, Zerg, HyperONE. Okay. So maybe a proxy hatch here from HyperONE. I would like that. You know, I do like proxy hatches if you're familiar with the channel. If not, hit that subscribe button. I'm here at 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content and maybe a little bit more sometimes if something like this comes up. All right, man. So it is going to be a proxy hatch here from HyperONE. Blah. I'm so excited. Star sending 2 SCVs down. All right, proxying at the Rich Vespine Geyser on the north side of the map here on HyperONE. And a barracks is going down on the southern side of the map. So it's going to be a double proxy racks here versus a proxy hatch. Should be good. Overlord's checking for proxies, maybe? What up, Terry? Again, Terry the Overlord merch at falconpaladin.store. And a link to HyperONE's YouTube channel in the description as well. So, barracks coming up. Double gas here, so it's going to be Reapers. Good luck, have fun, says HyperONE. Good luck, have fun, says his opponent, North Star. Spawning pool on the way, and Reaper number 1 here on the way as well. Just kidding. North Star is not doing that because there we go. Now he has the money for it. Okay, so Reaper coming in. Reaper coming in back home. Hard walling. And, oh my gosh, North Star scouted this. I think that's an accident. I don't think he was intending to scout over here. I think he was sending the SCV home and scouts the proxy hatch. So, well, Roach Warren coming in. Proxy Roaches, Proxy Ravagers against someone who's investing a lot into Reapers. That's not going to go particularly well for North Star. Just got to toss that out there. All right, well, Reaper says, anything you can build here, I'll kill, but no, you can't. Yeah, coming over here with your Reapers and just trying to kill drones is not a bad idea. This queen's a little bit late because I think the Roach Warren started before she was started. But actually, she's going to pop just about in time for this Reapers to show up. So you got a teeny tiny window to kill some drones here, my guy. Ow, ow, and there's the queen. So, yeah, a couple drones died. That wasn't too bad. Dude, that drone carcass got launched. 1 drone went down. Could have been worse. And Rich Vespine gas coming in here. So he's going to take both of his gases in the main and then take a Rich Vespine geyser. So his gas income is pretty hot. Yeah, look at that. Got an advantage there on the gas income compared to what North Star has, obviously, because he doesn't have one of those Rich Vespine geysers to work with. So Reapers are like, okay, if we can come from an angle where the queen isn't. I mean, if there's enough of us, we can kill a queen, but it takes a minute to get there. And we're actually building roaches at the forward hatch. Dude, North Star is just continuing to make Reapers here. I don't know about this. Dude, drones, though. Ow. Ow. Okay, so HyperONE maybe just going to flee here. Nope, he's going to try to fight, but good control from North Star. Dude, more Reapers showing up would be such a problem right now. God, drones. Drones. Very low on HP. Some of them are orange. But guess who's here? The first roaches are here. And guess what you don't have? A siege tank, or like a cyclone, or anything to help deal with that. But it's hard-walled, and there are Reapers inside bunkers, which is interesting. Yes, Ravagers on the way. HyperONE not mining any gas from his main. We did make a couple roaches back home to try to deal with these Reapers. What you kind of want, though, is Ravagers to help deal with the Reapers, because Roach range isn't great. Yeah, and oh my gosh. Those larvae all taking massive hits. Dude, those larvae dying would be super nice. I don't know about pulling back here, but see, the problem is the Ravagers are on the other side. They're getting some damage done. So bunker down. Well, supply depot down. That's not a bunker. Katie, Corrosive Bile's getting some serious hits here. Oop. Losing a Ravager, though. Going in. KD8 charges. Whee! Yeah, this is crazy. This is a pretty fantastic little double cheese Rooney shenanigan play here for sure for both players. Ravagers back. 3 Ravagers. Just Corrosive Biling down supply depots for the time being. The Reaper count is 14. It's quite a bit. Like at some point, you kind of want to get +1 attack if you have this many Reapers. Nope. Spine crawler to fall back to. Look at that reach on that spine. Sick. KD8 charge. Trying to wipe out some of those larvae. Getting some shots off on the hatchery too. Ravagers distracted. But again, great answer, honestly. Okay. Not when you're outnumbered that heavily. Wow. That was brutal. And the heal-up capabilities are so good here, too. The thing is, you don't really want to have to take down a Spine Crawler and a Queen and a Ravager. Dude, HyperONE is still not getting gas back home. Gonna lose this forward hatch. Kind of trying to Spine Crawler push a little bit, but I don't know if that's gonna work. 88 charges connecting here. That hatchery, yeah, just a little bit extra focus fire here. Everybody comes home to save this hatch because it's really a big deal that it is staying alive here. Factory is done from North Star, but he's not doing anything with it, which I find quite interesting. Yeah, man. Ravagers are squishy. They have the range. They have the damage output. Ooh, a transfuse. Good stuff. This forward hatch getting transfused is very, very good. This is intense. This is some pretty intense stuff. Bam! KD8 charge, man. Reapers try to poke down and see if HyperONE has the second base down here. Doesn't. These drones are all hiding. Interesting. So I wonder what North Star thinks. It's like, well, I'm going to burn down your spines real quick. KD8 charges would really help with this. On the other side, though, HyperONE. Yeah, SCVs trying to repair your bunker. No. Dude, Reapers decided to pull back, head back, maybe try to snipe down this hatchery and then try to save the day. But army value is suddenly 28 to 14. And I think this is a win from HyperONE. This is feeling like a win to me. KD8 charges getting tossed down all up on that ramp would be super nice. Okay, KD8 charges getting some connections there. Really bruising up some of these roaches. But still a bunch of roaches remain. All the Ravagers are dead. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, roaches just don't quite have the amazing range they need. Oh, KD8 charge hitting his own stuff there. This is very nip and tuck right now. North Star is down to one worker, which is a major problem for him. 16 remain from HyperONE. He's still got the one base of economy here. And if worse comes to worse, he can bring the drones up and mine from this base, too. So I think that's it. I think that's your GG. KD8 charges are connecting, though. Okay, so technically, North Star is not dead. He has no mineral income whatsoever. He has an army of Reapers. He's making a Banshee. That's interesting. God, this is nuts. I'm not even sure where to go here. That Banshee kind of turns the tides on this whole thing, doesn't it? So a bunch of slowlings show up to try to deal with these proxy racks. Yeah, here we go. So the Banshee's like, well, I can deal with the spine. I can finish off your proxy hatchery here. I can kill a lot of roaches and Ravagers, that's for sure. No, but go after the hatch, though. Yeah, slowlings versus Reaper is not going to have a good time at all. Metabolic boost is on the way, but it's quite a ways from completion. Get back to safety. Does safety even exist? Well, yes, there is a spine here, and there is a queen here. There's not quite enough Reapers to deal with all that. Oh, 2 queens. I apologize. 2 queens here. Where the Banshee's going? Okay, Banshee, you can't handle 2 queens, though. Maybe with the support of the Reapers, you can. Everyone works together, right? Oh, Banshee's like, never mind. I don't know why I came down here. Sniping that creep tumor would have been a pretty good win, honestly. Oh, gosh. All right, so that's a dead queen. Nice. And then a hop out. Didn't lose a single Reaper there. Banshee, you gotta do something. Okay, yes. So sniping down the hatchery. That counts as a something. More Banshees on the way. Cool. Getting Cloak would be pretty awesome, actually. Although there is a spore in the mineral line here from HyperONE, so detection is not impossible. All right, forward hatch dead. HyperONE. North Star trying to rebuild his economy here. He's got a mule to call down. That would really help. And there you go. Does call down the mule. Making a second command center to rebuild his economy as much as he can. HyperONE starting to get mined out of his main. Speedlings catch a couple of the Reapers out. Oh, he's going to wait for these guys to hop down. Ready? Don't hop down. Don't hop down. Uh-oh. Got you stuck. Rocking a hard place there. Banshee's getting some free hits off. The Queens are like, we gotta deal with the transfuses. Nah, Queen dead. Banshee taking hits from those Queens. Not super happy and healthy either. HyperONE considering re-expanding up here. Has the resources and a drone in position to do it. A lot of speed. Oh, dude. Speedlings rolling into the main base of North Star. That's just... Okay, that's your GG. We're done. We are done here. Yeah. North Star just got a tap. Alright, well, one last hurrah here from North Star. Oh, loses the Banshee to a Spore. Does pick off the Spore with the Reapers, though. Alright, if that Queen dies, the anti-air capabilities here are not good. Oh, another Queen pops out. Towards GG, HyperONE. He's up 3-1 in this best of 9. That was extremely nip and tuck at the end there. Very, very close. The Speedling run by was awesome. Refusing to wall off your front was a problem for sure. He could have built the command center, I think, in a way to wall this off on this map. Yeah, he could have done that. Just kind of chose not to. Didn't think about Lings, did he? Nope, nope. And HyperONE's rebuilding that forward hatch. Very fun. So, Cheese versus Cheese. HyperONE gets the win with the Roaches and the Ravagers, all of which are dead now. But the Lings are good, and the Queens and the Spines and all the shenanigans. So, well done. That's more cheese, and we got more on the way. Gresfin, top left. It is HyperONE. He's Terran again. And in the bottom left, it's going to be Lost Ranger of Protoss. With a spinning Stalker portrait. Good luck, have fun, says HyperONE 3 times in a row. Oh, did I speed that up? I didn't mean to do that. Okay, cool. Regular speed back. HyperONE not proxying, Lost Ranger throwing up a gateway inside his main base, so no obvious proxy opportunities for him either right now. So pretty standard opening thus far, but doesn't mean you can't proxy a Stargate if you're this pro moving across the map. Probably just for harassing, but again, considering this is a series of cheese games, the odds of that probe cheesing in some way are a lot higher than they normally would be. So probe comes in, just harasses the SCV as it is programmed to do, and by that I mean comes in for the scout, sees the double gas, and says, interesting, double gas, before the barracks is even done. Is HyperONE gonna live his vision of getting a proxied Thor out today? That'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty nice for him. Second base on the way from Lost Ranger. Before Cybercore, so a little bit greedy here from Lost Ranger. Might be the difference between death and life here for him. Let's see if that probe can find it. Like the probe did in game 2, I think that was, where the probe completely spotted the proxy. It's pretty brutal stuff, honestly. Oh, putting the factory inside the main. Holy cannoli. Gutsy stuff. Visible. Oh, he thought about... Wow, did he just... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at him. He's waiting for a Reaper. He wasn't even looking for this. Oh, HyperONE. No. He's trying to proxy Widow Mines inside Lost Ranger's base. That's what's going on here. Oh, the shenaniganries. What's happening right now? Gonna get a Widow Mine out, that's for sure. Making an armory back home is pretty cool stuff. Robotics facility coming in. He knows this is probably a Widow Mine. We're gonna get detection out as soon as possible. Burrows a little bit late, but does get the Stalker away and kills 3 probes. Okay, it's not nothing. Armory is done, so making a beeline, and Burrow... No! Does not manage to burrow. Oh, and this is going to buy time for an observer to come out too. Dude, HyperONE, this is not looking good. This is, in fact, looking bad. He's building a bunker behind the mineral line of Lost Ranger's natural while he's not paying attention to it. And there's a couple Marines walking across the map too. Okay. Oh, call down a mule to try to repair. That's hilarious. Bam. Probe dead. You try to get closer. We'll smite you too. Dude, he's seriously just walking Marines across the map, and Lost Ranger's not doing anything about this. He's way more concerned about the Widow Mines. Understandably so. He's got an observer now. So, yeah, this is not looking great. However, bunker behind the mineral line is pretty good. Stops, oh, finally responds to it. But you can high ground this bunker with your stalkers, my guy. I guess they're too busy trying to kill these factories. An understandable priority, I would say. Oh, but you have to pay attention. Oh, gosh. Ugh! Pay attention to the Widow Mines as they come out. That's the key here. If you could do that, I think you can win this thing, Lost Ranger. There we go. High grounding the bunker with these 2 stalkers. These guys are trying to hold it down, but seriously, pay attention, pay attention. Pay attention! Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so bad. So bad. Oh, so bad. 14 kill Widow Mine. That probe sacks itself. No, says the Widow Mine. Ah, but dead. Okay. So bunker down. Marines coming. We've pulled some boys for such an occasion as this. And Immortal is out. And Immortal not actually good against Marines, but I don't know. This is so weird. This is such a weird engagement right now. Yes, this is working out, I think, from Lost Ranger. Marines are dying. SCVs are dying. It's 28 to 16 workers in favor of Lost Ranger right now. 2 more Widow Mines making into... Oh, my gosh. So 1 kills an observer. 1 kills 2 probes. So the observer's dead. Has to make another one. That's okay. Because that Widow Mine is dead. More being produced here. Holy cannoli. Widow Mines getting all sorts of wiped out. But observer out. Come on. Oh my gosh. Immortal's going to help kill these factories. I think that might be it. When these factories die, I think that's a GG. Ah, couldn't get another Widow Mine out. 17 to 5 army supply. This Marine has been trying to burn down that Nexus for some time. For all of the time. Yeah, and I think that's GG. HyperONE, unless he can snipe that OBS. He's not building Widow Mines over here either, though, because he can't. His factories are dead. So he's building Marines to try to hold this counterattack, but it is 22 to 7 total army supply. It's a 2-basing Lost Ranger with 34 probes to a 19 SCV 1-basing HyperONE. This might just turn into a 3-2 best of 9. Sooner rather than later. He's waiting for the OBS, doesn't want to go up the ramp. But waiting too long isn't great. Come on, dude. Let's go. Are you waiting for reinforcements? No? Okay, then. It's like, okay, no second base. We're going to send the OBS up. Try to be very, very careful with it. But just letting more Marines be produced here. Top of the ramp. Bunkers are good, but not really against Immortals. It's the whole point of the Immortal, honestly. Let the Immortal get hits off. Okay. Yeah, so bunker down. It's a lot of Marines, though. Lost Ranger floating some cash, but making another immortal. Gonna wait maybe for that guy before we go in. This Marine count, a little bit intimidating. HyperONE used to be way down, but reactor Marines produce pretty quickly. I mean, maybe pull back to your shield battery. Maybe pop a little shield battery overcharge here. Because HyperONE is not expanding behind this, nor is he making any more SCVs. So if you can just hold... Ooh, good snipe on that obs. Not that it really matters. These Marines do not care if there's an observer out. There's another one here anyway. Stimming in. Oh my gosh, the stimmed Marines. The stutter stepping is so good. Shield battery overcharge up. Oh, but he could depower it by killing that pylon. Oh gosh, that's amazing. But still holding. Still holding. The stim is a problem long term here for these Marines. 21 to 21 army supply. This is close stuff, but HyperONE is just making Marines. Here comes the train, pulling the boys. Again, for the second time today, pulling the boys. Why are you putting the pylon at the front? Another shield battery. Oh, maybe... Oh, are you seriously trying to take a third base right now, Lost Ranger? I don't know about that idea. Cancel your third base. Make more stalkers, more immortals. Oh, he's not making any more units at all. He's trying to get a third base and throw up 4 more gateways, but like... No? Yeah, if Lost Ranger loses this, I'm going to ascribe it entirely to him taking a third base against an obviously all-in one-basing Terran. Wow, what a decision, HyperONE. Gets his 4th game in a row. After losing the first one, he's on fire. Up 4-1 in this series of 9 games. That's kind of a best of 9, but it might not be a best of 9 in the end. Yeah, shield battery down. Fare thee well, probes. That worker advantage is still pretty good for Lost Ranger, but army value is not good. Stalkers don't trade well against Marines with stim, especially with SCV shielding here. So, yeah. Still trying to warp in more stalkers. I mean, I don't want to caster curse this, but... I might have caster cursed this. Hold on a second. Wait. Oh! Yep. HyperONE taps out. GG's. He's got 2 SCVs remaining after that all in. And Lost Ranger still has 28 workers. Still has 2 bases. Still able to make stuff. No splash damage, but it's okay. It works out in the end there. Dude. That was tough. That was a really tough loss there for HyperONE, but at the end of the day, he went for the counterattack all in, didn't have an expansion, brought all of his boys, and he had to GG out. So, I mean, he killed a ton of workers. 43 probes died, 30 SCVs went down, 29 stalkers. The resources lost here is 9,000 for Lost Ranger and 6,000 from HyperONE. Awesome. That was a really, really good piece of cheese there for sure. HyperONE still knows, I mean... Still, he knows how to play them, that's for sure. Knows what to send in. So that's that. More cheese because, again, there's 9 replays here today. It's game 6 on Royal Blood. Bottom left, HyperONE. Protossing this time. And at the top right, going to be a Zerg player. It is Canrock. With a spinning Tano logo. Or tank, maybe. Nope, Tano. All right. So, in the Zerg shape. Zerg signal, Zerg logo shape. Ooh, extractor trick here. Allow him to get 15 out of 14. But HyperONE has cheese on the mind. All right, man. So, pylon up. And if you saw the previous cheese compilation, the main compilation for June. Wait, May 2023. Then I think you know where this is going. I think he's going to wall it off with gateways, make some slow zealots. Yep, bam, bam. No gas, no cyber core on the way. And third gate. Once the money's there, it's going to be a fourth gate. And maybe even throwing up a pylon right next to that hatchery so there's a place for the zealots to sit where the lings can't get a full surround on them. This is such a crazy build. Gotta say, I really like it. I like it a lot. As a Zerg player, it would make me incredibly frustrated, but as a fan of HyperONE, I gotta say this is pretty fantastic. So yeah, there's that pylon. So you can stick a zealot in there. Alright, well, drone comes down. He doesn't know this is here, does he? No, he just thinks it's like a cannon rush. So he's trying to take down the pylon, but what he doesn't know is that there's a zealot popping in right now, baby. 4 lings on the way. Oh gosh, losing these drones for free is not good. Not good at all. Another zealot joining the party. How many lings can you make, Canrock? Oh, those lings come out and get stuck and killed immediately. Oh my gosh, that was the worst possible positioning. I didn't even think about that. This pylon placement also allows you kind of block off ling. Oh my gosh, look at them trapping. Oh, he escaped. The guy too. I guess if there's nowhere for them to go, maybe they'll pop out. But evolution chamber and then a circle of life on the spine. All right, Canrock says this is not good. Oh, okay, that was the worst circle of life I've ever seen. So never mind. It's gonna be direct hits on the spine. All of these drones have stopped moving. They're not providing. Oh, now they're providing assistance to keep this queen alive. You're gonna let that spine finish? Yeah, that was a weird. Oh, and now we're gonna let the queen die. Okay, so these drones are just kind of all over the place. They're not sure what they're into. Yeah, but that's a dead spine, and maybe not. Maybe the zealots are just interested in killing drones, so they stack up to make themselves harder to kill. Okay, zealots down. It's 16 to 9 workers, though. Another round of 4 zealots has also arrived, and they have full HP except for this dude at the end. So, dude, just kill the spine. Just kill the spine. It's not that hard. There you go. Spine down. If the drones want to fight you at this point, by golly, let them, and that's your GG. 16 to 4 workers right now. Nope. Canrock doesn't have any money to build any. Well, can make another pair of lings. And was that a GG? Nope, rage quit. So HyperONE goes up 4-2 in our fake best of 9 here. Yeah, it's tough. It is tough to hold this off. Slow zealots are strong and tanky, and especially if they have this little pylon there. And yeah, I mean, it was kind of the right choice here for Canrock. Getting some spines up. He just, I don't know. He had a nice little surround on the spine crawler, and then he let the zealots get in anyway. Then he did a nice surround on the queen, but then let the zealots get in anyway. It was weird. Weird decision-making there from Canrock, but HyperONE gets the win anyway. Thumbs up. 10 points to Gryffindor. HyperONE gets another win. We got a few more games to go. Let's see what's up next. Game 7, bottom left, HyperONE. 2 probes moving out. In the top right, it's going to be Mint Owl, a Terran player. 2 probes. You don't need 2 probes to cannon rush or to do the strategy from the last game, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Zoom, 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 zoom at 2x speed here. Okay, so 2 probes show up on the harass train. Now you gotta pull more than 1 SCV off the line if you want to fight both of these. Oh, you weren't ready for that, were you, Mint Owl? What the heck? And throws up a fake pylon for a cannon rush because that's a gateway coming up back home. Puts some fear of Protoss into this guy's heart. He's building his barracks. He's getting his gas. These 2 probes. Oh, cancels the pylon. These 2 probes gonna kill the SCV building this barracks. No, duh, they do get him. They do get him. And the probes come back. This is some insane probe harass. Dude, this is crazy. And SCV down for a probe. Okay, that's a trade. Both players have 16 workers now. 2 SCVs have died. 1 probe has died. I don't know if that's really worth the lost mining time here from HyperONE. He's got 2 gas and a gateway just now warping in. And there's your cyber core, because you can't do anything with gas if you don't have a cyber core. So you're going to have a lot of gas here, man. What's the plan? SCVs hunting around for proxies. Ah, the probe is here. Okay, proxy pylon up. What do we think it is? Oh, SCV's going to find it. Take a hard right, dude. No. Okay. Not taking a hard right. Okay, cyber core up. What's the plan? What is it? Double robo. Okay. So, like, Immortal Rush? Intriguing. Bunker at the top. Mintal knows something crazy is happening, so he's getting a safety bunker, making a couple Marines, and getting a factory with the tech lab. So if that's Siege Tank, I kind of like it. If it's Cyclone, I kind of like it too. Cyclone is sort of your catch-all here, right? No matter what shows up. If you have a Cyclone, you're pretty happy. So Mintal is making a Cyclone. Double row. It's just got to be Immortals, right? Oh, I'm going to maybe throw up some shield batteries. Oh, man. Some shield batteries up here would be nice. Nice to fall back to. Warp Gate getting researched as well. I mean, hey, you have a single gateway. You might as well get Warp Gate, I suppose. What are you bouncing for here? Yeah, so you made 2 Immortals. Now you're going to save enough money to make a shield battery is my guess of what this is. And in fact, it's a shield battery. Okay, so I got this pretty much figured out. Immortal, shield battery, getting up a wall. Or getting up a ramp shouldn't be too bad. So, did he cancel the Cyclone? No, he's got one. He's patrolling over this right side, but they're going to come from the left side. Okay, here we go. The Reaper tries to move out, catches an Immortal to the face and says, oh, well, that's not good. All right, Cyclone, lock on. Kite, lock on. Shield battery, heal me up, boys. Here comes, okay, Observer up. Oh, gosh, immediately gets locked on and sniped. All right, Immortals trying to focus down that supply depot, so the way is open for Immortals to walk up here if they want and get inside. Oh, losing that Observer totally sucked. How did the... Wait. How is there high ground vision? Oh, there's a Warp Prism. I'm stupid. What up, Warp Prism? Thanks for providing high ground vision. Because, you know, you can fly. Marines are the answer to this. Shield batteries not doing super hot on energy here, actually. Oh, gosh. Shield batteries getting wiggity wiped right out. Cyclone dead, but does manage to save both the Immortals. Yeah, shield batteries out. Trying to kill that siege tank. Does kill the siege tank. Both Immortals survive. That's huge. And forward pylon down. HyperONE is supply blocked currently at 39 total supply. Back home, nothing doing, man. Just trying to warp. Oh, gosh. Warp Prism dying would suck. Wait. Did you just lose an Immortal? What was that? 3 Immortals. Oh my gosh, he accidentally killed his own Immortal. Okay, that's what happened. That's brutal. That is so sad. I like he's getting a starport, though. Like, a single Banshee would completely own this. Siege tank high ground, Marines protecting. Trying to protect anyway here. Dude, HyperONE killing his own Immortal there hurts. We've all been there, dude. I think we've all killed our own stuff before. Okay, but taking siege tank shots while unloading in this general area is not great. New pylon, new forward setup here. That's going to be the play. Viking out. Okay, yeah. Viking is good too. Maybe Viking first and then Warp Prism. I think I support that. Mortals making their way into the main base. Alright, Mortals taking down missile turret. I like that, but no, the Warp Prism might just have to be recalled out, and it is. Alright, good stuff. So Warp Prism's out, Immortals are still here, Shield Battery's still here. This is intense. APM on average, these players 102 to 187. HyperONE has the higher APM. I mean, might as well, I don't know, siege tank marine your way to victory here. Yeah, this forward position, this whole plan is just not working out. But the Immortals, okay, tearing through here. Not even focusing the tank down. There we go. Whoa. HyperONE just had enough Immortals to break that. Not enough Marines from Mint Owl, and I think HyperONE's got a win here. Alright, yo. So, fare thee well, SCBs. Fare thee well, buildings of all kinds. These Immortals are here to shut you down. Boy, I bet he wished he had made a Banshee first instead of a Viking. The Viking was nice and handy and stuff. But, dude, no, this is GG. That's it. We done. Bunker's a nice idea, but when there are 5 Immortals in your face, boom, HyperONE gets that win. He's up 5-2 in our secret best of 9. It's not really a best of 9 because he would have won by now, but we have more games to go. 11 kills, 10 kills, 10 kills, 7 kills, and 8 kills on those Immortals. 4,900 resources lost from Mint Owl, 2,300 lost from HyperONE. Yeah, again, just kind of 2-to-1 cost effectiveness ratio here. Amazing. Incredible. All right, man. So that was great. We got more cheese. Hit that like button, subscribe, and all that stuff. We're back on Gresfin. Bottom right, Pyro Warden. That's kind of a fun name. And in the top left, it's another Zerg player. It is HyperONE. So ZVZ here for the 8th game of the 9-game series of cheese featuring HyperONE. He is up 5-2 on his opponents. The worst he can finish is 5-4. But I kind of feel like HyperONE is going to win this game and maybe the next one, so he's going to be 7-2. But I don't know. Haven't watched these in advance. Overlord moving out. Overlord moving out. Just super essential for scouting here. Because Ling Floods. If you don't see a Ling Flood coming, you are super dead. Unless you walled off in advance. Hatch first in it. Here's Pyro Warden. HyperONE still hasn't thrown down a building. Which makes me think that he is going to be the cheeser. Oh, there we go. Proxy Hatch. He is going to be the cheeser here in this match. Pool coming up. An extractor coming up. Pyro Warden. Not looking for proxies. That's for sure. Did HyperONE spawn in random in this game? Maybe not. And if he did spawn in random, Pyro Warden is going to see his Overlord and know that he is Zerg. Another? Okay, so it's going to be a Spine Crawler rush. Okay. Drone going to show up. Throw down a Spine Crawler. This should be interesting. Pool done here from Pyro Warden. Pool already done from HyperONE. He's got a Roach Warren on the way. Boom. All right, bam. Spine coming up. Let's see how long it takes Pyro Warden to notice this. The problem is, creep's going to show up, but it's going to look like it's creep coming from Pyro Warden's natural, right? I don't know if it's going to reach out far enough anyway. Look at this positioning. He knows where to put this hatchery so that his creep isn't visible. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Pyro Warden shows up and says, what is this creep? This is not my creep. This is, oh my gosh, it's a proxy hatch. Spine, spine. Well, getting his own roach torn up, getting a lair. I don't know that a lair is going to be super useful here. You know, you're going to probably throw up a spine right on Pyro Warden's creep. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I really think throwing down a spine here would have been awesome. Forward. Forward. Roach shows up. Rawr, get out of here, queen. We kill you. Trying to take down the enemy spine crawler here while taking queen shots to the face. Roaches are pretty good about that. Okay, one spine crawler canceled. Nice. This is awesome. This is so cool. Out of HyperONE. Spine crawler rush and a ZVZ. Not something you see every day. Ravager popping. Crocodile tossed down on the spine. I still think these spines could have been planted closer and wiped out these spines a little bit more easily, to be honest. But, all right, Lings. Oh, go for the run by. See you later, guys. Speed's on the way. All right, Ravagers. Spine crawler down. Ravager down. Ravager down. But spine crawler down. Army value 16 to 18. But these, okay. These Lings. Actually, really nice Sim City here. He was prepared for this kind of thing. Yeah, these Lings aren't even attacking. Guys, you should probably be attacking. Okay, not attacking. Cool. Well, that's it. That's your GG. I mean, not that I don't think he would have been able to win anyway, even if his Lings were attacking anything, but they sure weren't, were they? That's brutal. Dude, Ravager just died, though. Yeah, but natural base from Pyro Warden dead. That said, oh, is he just bad rallying here? Oh, nope. Okay, goodbye, Ravager. All right, this is getting a little bit interesting. 21 to 19 workers. Oh, spine crawler range here. Yeah, this is tight. This is pretty tight, but resources lost here. 3,000 for Pyro Warden, about 1,500 from HyperONE. So what have we said about these games? HyperONE, when he wins, is usually about 2 to 1 on resources lost. Spine crawlers take so long to burrow in, man. Transfuse that spine. Ugh. Ugh. He wants to kill that spine so bad. He's going to get it. Yeah, good snipe on the spine. But the good news for Pyro Warden is that he's got a lair. I mean, he doesn't have glial reconstitution or anything, but he's got it. That's nice. Armor value 24 to 20. Roach kiting against these Lings. Queen support here too. Stutter stepping in, trying to win this Roach battle, making one of his wounded Roaches into a Ravager. No. Oh, Ravager target fire there again by Pyro Warden. APM, man. Pretty high for both players right now. Averaging 190 from HyperONE, about 142 from Pyro Warden. More Ravagers coming in. All right, Crocobile's connecting there. Snipe, snipe, snipe. 28 to 24 army value. This queen has been a thorn in Pyro Warden's side, and now it's dead. Taking down one of his own creep tumors. I think that was one of HyperONE's tumors. He just accidentally corrosive biled to death. This is, man, this is so intense. Corrosive bile on Hatch. That would really help. It would really slow down the larva capabilities of Pyro Warden. Man, that Spine Crawler is putting in some serious work. 0 kills, but doing tons and tons of damage here. Nobody's interested in upgrades today either. No one's getting Glial Reconstitution. Nobody's getting +1 armor or attack. Dodging the corrosive biles, but a little bit outnumbered here. But Queen pops in from Pyro Warden. Ling's just adding a little bit of extra DPS. Does force HyperONE back when that happens. Queen overextended, dead. 23 to 20 army. This is okay. So Hatch down. That's big. That's what we're talking about. Larva capabilities of Pyro Warden have just been severely knocked down. He can't keep up. HyperONE has more larva producing more units. Man, this is intense. And that's enough. Dude, wow, that flipped really fast. What happened there? 25 to 19 to 18 army supply. It gets just fought in range of the spine too long. And that queen's not fighting with her roaches. And a couple lings come out. And actually killing one of HyperONE's queens is not bad. But yeah, that spine is just putting in so much work. Yep, and that's it. 6 army supply left. HyperONE gets it. A rage quit out of Pyro Warden. He had no army value left over at all. Why does it say 6 then? Maybe it was in production. Yeah, roaches were in production. That's why. Fun. I mean, really, really fun stuff. Proxying spine crawlers in a ZVZ and then making roaches and ravagers on the follow-up. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we got one more to go. Like I said, I felt like HyperONE would probably win these 2 next ones, but we'll see what the final game has in store for us. These have all been bangers so far. Expecting some awesome stuff next. We're back on Gresfin. Not a great map for cheese, but HyperONE sure makes it good for cheese. Bottom right, Terran HyperONE. In the top left, it's going to be a Protoss named Willowent. Atmospheric music. Not going to do a proxy, Mr. HyperONE, on this game, and Willowent is just trying to block Reapers, hopping up to his base. What are we talking about here? Oh, I saw the Across the Spider-Verse movie last week when it came out. It was awesome. 2 thumbs up for Falcon Paladin. Tons of fun. If you liked the first movie, Into the Spider-Verse, I think it won an Oscar, which is crazy how good it was. The second one, I think, holds up amazingly well. I had so much fun. The visuals alone are worth the price of admission, but the acting and the storyline, and it's just got some of the best, like, Spider-Man action, I think, in movies right now. It's just, like, I love No Way Home. I really do. But, man, what they're able to do with animation with Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse series is just chef's kiss. Incredible stuff. Anyway, check it out. Additionally, I can recommend The Menu, starring Ralph Fiennes and Anya Taylor-Joy and a lot of other great actors in there. Tons of fun. Zomicron went and saw it today at my behest, and he really enjoyed it. Anyway, HyperONE going for Proxy Factory here. He's like 1 for 3 on attempts, I think, to do a Proxy Factory. So keeps the probe inside the house. The double gas is weird. The probe says, "Where is your factory?" Willowent is expanding. And I think that was actually a 1-gate expand timing into Cybercore, into blocking down hop-up spots. But that is not something HyperONE's interested in. I don't think he cares about your hop-up spots. Yeah, this probe, just make sure there's not a factory that comes up in here. Never mind. The probe has given up on life and is going to just get drilled to death in the butt. All right. Armory coming in. This one. Oh, this could be dropped Thor. Yeah. Tech Lab says dropped Thor. Hiding the starport a little bit behind the smoke screen is kind of a fun play. Double gas up. Adept going out for scouting purposes. Check for a proxy, man. You know there's not a factory inside the enemy base. You know he took double gas, so either he sucks or there's a proxy somewhere. Right, this armory is the thing. This factory remains undisturbed. Medevac coming in. Dude, like the first game I thought we were going to get a Thor drop and it didn't work. And finally, at the last game, game 9 here today, it's going to be a proxy Thor drop. Let's see how this goes. Bringing some SCVs for repair purposes. Thor's, you know, if there's some stalkers out, you're going to have a bad time. And in fact, there are some stalkers out. Stalkers do bonus damage versus armored, so the Thors take that extra damage from them. Alright, here goes nothing. Thor up. Thor is here. Oh, he's supply block, trying to make another Thor. Oh, bummer. Well, he's making a supply depot, so that shouldn't be supply blocked for too long. And here comes the Thor drop. Targeting pylons. Love that choice. Okay, so that's why you double pylon, man, for that reason. Ah! Million stalkers! They're taking shots. They're trying to kill the medevac, but that means the Thor gets extra shots off. Ooh! Ooh! Okay, medevac almost dead. Where are those SCVs? You guys, repair! Repair everything. Repair the Thor. Repair the medevac. Can you repair the Thor while it's being picked up by the medevac? I don't think so. Pretty sure that's not the case. This Thor goes for a frontal assault. Wow. Oh, maybe just holding high ground. Willow went. Getting a Twilight Council, which I guess, I don't know, is Blink even useful here? Maybe not. Maybe not. But big time stalkers are the answer to this. Okay, 2 Thors up. Everything's repaired. Getting a second medevac now. Little doggy down here. And here we go. Round 2. This time, Dos Thors. This is going to be like, all right, let's go. Shield battery won't save you now. Rawr. Trying to take down the shield battery. Okay, fine. Shield battery dies, sentry dies, and Thor dies. Uh-oh. This is okay, this is not looking good, actually. Willowent seems to generally know what he's doing. Also, did I mention how good Stalkers are against Thors? There's a reason that we don't actually see mech against Protoss at all. It's because Stalkers and Immortals are both amazing against Thors. Immortals are great against siege tanks. Like, you just know. Like, a Stalker Immortal army pretty much crushes anything that is mech. Okay, gonna drop double Thors inside the main. I mean, the army's out here at the natural, so it makes sense. But, like, there's multiple Immortals out, and going after the probes is smart. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Super uh-oh here. Oh, gosh. You don't have a recall, so you're kind of stuck back here, dude. Ugh. And then a bunch of... Okay. And then a bunch of Marines show up, because we have a lot of... Marines, because we had a lot of leftover minerals after spending all that gas. Okay, a bunch of probes died there. It's 29 to 16 workers in favor of HyperONE, but it's one base, right? And the Immortals come back. Ugh. Medevac taking shots, not good. Marines falling back. SCVs falling back. Siege tank exists. What did we say about these Immortals? There's 2 of them. They don't care about your tanks. They don't care about, well, anything. They don't care about your tanks or your Thors. Maybe they care about your Cyclones. Actually managed to escape with both those medevacs. Quick, heal up the Marines while the SCVs heal everything else up. Where's that Thor going? Goodbye, Thor. Okay, 43 to 41 army value. This is intense. Jump, 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 jump. All right, coming up this ramp. Seems like a pretty bad idea, but the Immortals putting in work here. Siege tank down. Yeah, this is not looking good for HyperONE. The Marines not quite in the numbers they want, but maybe it's enough. Maybe it's enough. Dude, okay. 10 kill Thor, 14 kill Thor. Take that, Warp Prism, you dead. All right, that went awesome. Army value is now 32 to 9 in favor of our Thor player here. Siege tank up. Bam, big hits. All right, SCVs body blocking, siege tanks getting target fired here by the Stalkers. The tank is going to die, but there's not enough left here to deal with these Thors or these Marines, and I think that's it. I think HyperONE has won the final game of his 9-game cheese comp. Couple Zealots trying to join this party, but yo, 26 kill Thor. 28 kill Thor. GG! HyperONE wins the final match. Yep, 7-2 finish, just like I predicted. Resources lost, 8,500 for the Protoss, 3,200 from HyperONE. So even better than a 2-to-1 ratio in this one. But when you got a Thor with 28 kills and a Thor with 22 kills, you're doing all right. Just fine, actually. So yeah, Thor drop worked. It was looking dicey there for a minute, but I loved adding the Marines in. That was great. The medevacs really paid for themselves there. I mean, what died here? 1 Thor, 1 medevac. The tanks didn't really do super hot. Marines died by the dozens, but they were able to kill 51 probes, 20 stalkers. I mean, boof. That's a big part of that for sure. Oh, fantastic. Really, really, really impressive play there from HyperONE, going 7-2 in the cheese comp. Can't win them all, but that is life on the ladder, that's for sure. All right, fun stuff. So again, check out HyperONE's YouTube channel. There's a link there in the description. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe, because that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. And yeah, you can catch me on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and you take care of yourself.